Good morning. Today I'm going to show you how to create a Microsoft Office PowerPoint presentation. First, we're going to select our Start button and select Microsoft Office PowerPoint 2007. This is called the Presentation PowerPoint section. In this section, you'll be able to do several things to create your presentation. We're going to begin with our title slide. The title for this presentation will be How to Create a Microsoft PowerPoint presentation. Normally in this section where it says click to add subtitle, you will click presented by, and I'm going to put Crystal Pearson because that's who I am. Alright, at the very top we have a few tabs: Home, Insert, Design, Animations, Slideshow, Review, View, and Edits. For right now, we're going to use the Design section and select a design for our background of our slides. There are several designs you can flip through, see which one best suits your liking. And I'm just going to click through a couple of them so you can see them. There are also some options here. You can change the font and the colors depending on which one you choose. But for today's purposes, we're going to go ahead and choose, let's see, so many to choose from. We will go ahead and select this lucky one here. Alright, how to create a Microsoft PowerPoint presentation presented by Crystal Pearson. So, we've chosen our design. I'm going to make a few little changes here so that it won't be so jumbled up together. So, now we've chosen our design, we can go ahead and add our new slide. In this new slide, I'm going to click on the Title and Content tab, and I'm going to show you very quickly how to add clip art. In adding clip art, you will click here, and the clip art section will pop on the side. Let's put, looking for a school bus. Let's see if we can find one of those. Yes, we found one. There are one or two ways you can do this. You can either click and drag the image, like so, or you can click on this gray bar here and hit insert. Either way will be fine. However you want to do it, it doesn't matter. Either way will work. So we're going to click and drag this out and make it larger. We can delete that one because we don't need two buses. Alright, so that's how you add clip art. The next slide will show you how to text. It is very important that you know how to add text because this is going to be the bulk of your presentation, especially if you're trying to present this to students and you don't want to necessarily do a lot of talking. You can add the text and the students will be able to actually read the information. So, how to add text. Here we're going to type, this is the section that you would use if you wanted to add text to your presentation. The cool thing about this section is that you can select here and this little box will pop up. And from there you can choose your font. You can do all different types of font. You can kind of play around with some things. You can increase your size in one or two ways. You can either do it here and choose a numerical size, or you can use the A to increase. There's so many different things that you can do to increase your font and to use your fonts. We can change the color of our font, maybe to this nice blue. We can change the background, maybe to this black. Just several things that you can do to increase your font and to make changes with your font. So this little tool is very helpful. Sometimes this tool may not pop up for some, so if it doesn't, you can still select and go to your top section here and be able to use those features. Alright, and I'm going to drag that box up just a little bit. All right, so that's how we would think how to add set text. Okay, the next slide, we're going to how to add a chart, or we would say table. We'll click on the insert table, and we're going to insert 5 columns and 2 rows. In this section, you'll be able to add a chart. For example, let's say we were trying to figure out, we're going to go back and insert our text. Hopefully you all remember. How many students were absent during school this week? Okay, and remember again, we're going to select this. We can either use this one or the one up here. We're going to use this one for right now. You can make it bold, and we'll use agency and enlarge. All right, so how many students were absent during school this week? All right, we're going to go ahead and insert our tabs: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And let's just say, for example, we had 3 students absent on Tuesday, 2 on Wednesday, 3 on Thursday, none on Friday, and none on Thursday and 5 on Friday. So we select all of this, center, and we can, remember this little tool here again, we can increase our font size if we like. Alright, so now we have inserted a table. Alright, now we're going to talk about how to add a picture. In doing this, you can add a picture from the internet, you can add a picture from your documents. As long as if you add a picture from the internet, you're giving credit to the picture, because you don't want to mess with any copyright issues. So that's very important. But for today's purposes, we're going to add a picture from my document. So I'm going to click on this image here that says insert a picture from file. And we're going to insert this picture of a black bear. Okay. And let's just say that if we were doing a presentation, we could say, this is the reason why some of the students were absent this week. They saw a black bear. Okay. So we've inserted clip art, we've inserted text, we've inserted a table, and we learned how to insert a picture. Now, the very cool part about this section here, as I'm clicking, you'll see the slides changing. There may be a time that you have put a slide in a place that you really don't want it to be. So for example, let's say we have clip art here, but we really wanted text to come first. You would click and hold and drag it and change the order. So now we will have how to create a Microsoft PowerPoint presentation, add text, add clip art, add a chart or table, and then how to add a picture. So now we're going to talk about animations. We're going to click, you have your home tab, insert design, and animations. We're going to talk about how the presentation is viewed. There are a couple of different animations that you can do. When you put your cursor over top of the animation tab, it will preview it for you on whichever slide you selected. So that will give you an idea of how it would actually come about. Just a couple of different ones that you could use. So for right now, we're going to use this one for slide 1 on the title slide. Okay. Let's see. We want to go to our use this one. Alright, and then for slide 2, let's try maybe using this one here. For slide 3, we're going to try to use that one. Let's try to keep this one. Just make sure it's going in there, okay? For slide 4, we're going to possibly use, see if we can find one that's kind of neato. Let's try this one for slide 4. And then for slide 5, we're going to maybe spin that one on in there. Alright, now I'm going to click on the 5th slide, scroll to the top, and I'm going to hit Control and click on the first slide. Like that, and I'm going to hit Shift and click on the last slide. And it'll select all the slides because it's in orange. And I'm going to change the speed to medium. Alright, and now we have animations. So I'm going to click on this little button here. That's going to allow me to view my slideshow, or we can click here and you can view through the slide master. You can click the home area if you want to go back to make sure you have all your options up. But for right now purposes, we're going to click here. So it will say how to create a Microsoft PowerPoint presentation presented by Crystal Pearson. In order to advance to the next slide, you have to click because that's the setting that we have it set on. How to add text. This is the section that you would use if you wanted to add text to your presentation. How to add clip art. How to add a chart. How many students were absent during school this week? Monday 3, Tuesday 2, Wednesday 3, Thursday 0, Friday 5. And then a picture. This is the reason why the students were absent this week. They all saw a black bear. And you would click and it would end the slideshow. In order to exit back to the main screen, you have to hit escape on your keyboard and it will take you back into your slideshow presentation. This concludes the presentation. Very quickly before I leave, we need to save our presentation. So we would click here on the start button and we will hit save as. And we need to title our presentation. How to create a Microsoft PowerPoint presentation will be fine. And then we're going to hit save. Okay. There's also another feature that I want to show you very quickly before I leave. You can also click File, Save As, and you can turn your presentation into a PDF. So we would click here and do PDF, and then we would hit Save. And as you can see, it's trying to publish the PDF at this time. And then you have your presentation in a PDF. Okay. This concludes the presentation. I thank you all for viewing, and I hope that you have a wonderful time creating your PowerPoint presentations.